And we are here. So just want to make sure my mic is working, because I had to actually play around with some wires just prior to the stream, but it looks like it is because the mic's up there, not here, so I'm a dope. This ran out of juice. Not a happy camper. Don't know what's going on. I'm wired up. I feel like a Borg or something right now, but it's all good. It is Monday. I took 3 days off. Whiskey and Paints Friday night. Call of Cthulhu on Saturday, and just plain zonked out on Sunday. We are back, and we're back for 3 days of streaming, because Thursday, like Star Wars, right? But to make up for it, Saturday and maybe Sunday streaming. So, lots of streaming ahead. Let's talk about what we are doing here. Let's maximize some things. Alright. So we are drawing the program guide for Garycon 2020. This is our sketch in the background. And last session, we actually finished that whole north quadrant right there. And ended up drawing some bones in that corridor. So we're going to continue. We're going to continue in the theme of this, ignoring stairs for a moment. We're going to come over here. And we decided we were going to do some dragon and treasure over there. I don't know, by the way. I don't know if these are going to actually make it into the adventure. That's up to Jeff, who's actually doing the writing for this. That's up to him to decide. But we can do corridors. That much we can do. So I think before we get into this, I want to actually take this. And I want to straighten it out a little bit, okay? Because it's a little crooked. There. That will help us just draw in some of the lines. Okay. Let's get into this. We want brush. We want... I think we're working off a 12. Brush 12. Hard round pen pressure size. Okay, let's go with it. So I'm gonna have to get rid of that note right there. So you know what? It's gotta go. It's gotta go right now. Haha. Let's go. Okay. Scoop. So let's do it. Is this about the right thickness? Oh yeah, nice. And you know that little rotation that we did to line everything up, that actually worked out perfectly. Okay. We are going to come back through with stairs, maybe tomorrow night. I've got a plan of the hotel, and we are going to come back through, trying to line up all of these wonderful up and downs to what they actually should be. Miss J, good morning to you, young lady. A little flurry of emails between you and I today. I think you're making great progress. And I meant to comment on the whole crocheting thing. It's kind of cool that you even do crocheting. One of my very dear friends is a crocheter, and he's extremely good at it. So I actually admire you for doing that. It sucks that it was the wrong size needles you were using. How long does it take to actually pull that type of thing apart and like do it all over? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do it a little bit differently. Let's do it that way. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Forum HQ must be right here. Okay. Well, in that case, let's not do a wall there. We're going to do something a little bit different. You know, I actually think we should do caves there. Let's do a cave. I'm going to get rid of this. Hold on. We'll do a little bit of a wall, and then we'll break it down into cave. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just asking about the whole crocheting. Like, how long does it take to pull it apart and redo it? This wall. I don't like this wall. Hold on. We don't really have a system for these walls. Other than I try to have a good strong wall where there's a player area. So what is this? Like, what is this? Well, I guess that's a corridor for getting into the rooms, right? Alright, well, we're going to check that out. Alright, something like this. Ah, of course. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know, it's actually been decades since I've done any level of crocheting. That makes a whole bunch of sense. You know, we don't have to do it. Alright, let's do the walls that we know, and then we're gonna figure out these other ones. I'm gonna start up here. Am I? Or am I gonna start over here? Let's start over here. And Miss J, on these maps that you're doing, it dawned on me that you're not that far off done with the hard, well, not the hardest 7, but at least the big batch of 7, right? You might actually get done a little ahead of schedule, depending on how it goes. Hasn't ended up being too bad, has it? Papa's here. Hey, Papa. They're going to look at this map and realise they should have built a nice dungeon to begin with. You know, because I don't do dungeons much, this is actually kind of like a little bit of a trip for me in a way. Literally, this is the first time in years that I've drawn a dungeon. So it's actually kind of fun. I will admit, when they asked me to do this to begin with, I was like, I don't do dungeons. This is gonna suck. But I think it's gonna come out okay. I think you get into a rhythm too on this particular assignment, Miss J, for extracting the information that you need, you know? Asking the right question, so to speak. It's like everyone's, I think, is getting a little bit quicker. Fewer and fewer revisions too, have you noticed? When you're kind of like, okay, I'm done. Like, he's not coming back with anything, which I think is kind of cool. I think that goes both ways, Miss J. I think that goes both ways. I think we're learning each other, right? Not just you, me. I'm talking about, like, obviously clients. Because he doesn't deal with, like, trying to tell someone, like, what should be on his map. So I think he's been figuring it out too. And then understanding himself what's actually important, what's not, what's there, what's not. And then when he understands why you're asking these questions, it starts to click, I think, with him. But you're going to have some very handsome maps as part of your portfolio from this one. They're really very nice. So almost a shame they're not getting coloured, don't you think? That goes back to that running joke that I said, or that I tell people about. You know, and I'm talking about really bright guys, like really bright guys. I know, I've met them in real life. Like, they're super sharp, they're super successful in life, and they cannot describe their map in any form of meaningful ways. The whole, like, so, I'm going to draw your map. I need to understand the basic shape of this thing. Well, there's a council of 3. Doesn't help. And the closest ally to the north doesn't help. Has been their ally for 200 years. Doesn't help. And it's like they don't get it. They really do not get it. It's a trade town. Oh, okay, this is useful, this is useful. Give me more, give me more. And the biggest trade is beer. Okay, okay, okay. And the beer partner is a village 50 miles to the south. Not helping. We're back into the not helping category. Miss J says, my mum has a sister who moved to Canada about when we moved out this way, both having grown up together in England. Okay, that's cool. They now have issues communicating occasionally. You know, I can believe that, because when I go home to England, which is rare nowadays, I have to think about some of the words to use. Like, I'll literally go, the bonnet. The bonnet, it's that type of thing. And I go, okay. And my mum always accuses me of, see there, I just said mom. My mum, because she would slap me if I said mom to her face, my mum always accuses me of purposely using American words. Bug? Bug? What do you mean by that? It's a fly. Stop that colonial language right now. Sorry, Mum. So I got an itchy eyeball. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna die. My eyeball's gonna pop out of my head. There we go. Miss J, I had a hissy fit over a normal neighborhood over the weekend. Normal neighborhood. What is that in the context of this map? Oh! Is it suburbia? Is it markets, town blocks? I think that's a very valid question. I've been staying out of it on that. I've just been kind of like pushing it across the table going, maybe she knows. Maybe she knows what this means. But if you ever want me to clarify that type of thing, that's what I'm here for, okay? Just push it back at me. Go, what the fucking hell is a normal neighborhood? And I'll go, okay, let me see if I can hammer that one down. I think sometimes at Popper, customers don't know what they don't know. You know? There's a lot of you-knows. It's like, I think some customers need something to react to. They need something visual. So what Miss J's been doing is she's actually been doing sketches of neighborhoods. Pretty early prototype almost. And then that's giving the customer something to respond to, and you'll get back, oh, no, the stadium needs to be larger or smaller, whatever, but she's not spent too much time on it. It's been helping a lot, I think. That's the one, Pops. That's the one. Miss J is just freaking nailing that thing. It's awesome. So, Miss J, correct me if I'm wrong, you've got 7 of that zoom in, right? And then, what was it, 2 to 3 more detailed ones? If I remember rightly. which I think probably puts you on course for finishing the current Zoom levels right after Christmas, before the new year. So, like, January, you'll be able to, like, do just the more detailed versions. That makes sense, Miss J. Your eye for scale has been on it for this entire project. Like, on it more than the client by far. And every time you make a recommendation, he pretty much rolls with it. Or at least understands what you're saying to him. He's extremely happy with the work you're doing. Street view. That's a good phrase. Street view. I think the work you've done on the street view too will actually translate into the more detailed versions. Maybe not directly, but I think the communication, the language, the type of thing you're shooting for, I think all of that will move across, you know? Warm and fuzzies. That's the phrase. Yeah, he's really, really happy. I wonder what is on the other side of these doors. That is going to be looking at the hotel floor plan. I think tomorrow night that's what we're going to do. We're going to break out the hotel floor plan. We're going to look at our map and we're going to dial in some of the details. Yeah, Mystery, I think that's good timing. I think that's a good target, I should say. Which basically gives you at least a week per map. And I'm not saying you do that because you may not want to put in those sort of hours. But that's a nice pace at that point. That's less manic. Do we do this door? Do we do this door here? It's kind of one of those visual reference points, you know what I'm saying? And I'm all about that on maps. But that kind of looks like ass, so let's just take that back. Let's get rid of this line. I don't like this line. Miss J says, I think the first city block style, yeah, it would take longer. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I think what I'll do is I'll manage his expectations in that regard. He's actually been very trusting. You know, we've been basically sort of said, look, it could be this sort of range of money, and he's been pretty flexible. You know, so I think it's just I will help him understand that if he's not careful, we'll end up like spending a lot of hours on that first city block, and that's going to cost more money. So I think he will work with you on trying to just get it dialed in as quickly as possible, I think. And he seems pretty easy in spending a little bit more on those proof of concept ones, you know, which I actually kind of appreciate. He's been a good client in that respect, if you think about it. It has been a quiet night tonight. Sometimes it goes like that. I think everyone must be recovering over the weekend. Oops, I just rotated the map. Let's undo that. Perfect. I will be honest with you, Miss J. I didn't even look, to be honest with you. The fact that he funded, though, is actually that's kind of cool because it can be very hard for new worlds, new settings, new adventures to get any level of traction. So I think it says a lot for him that he actually managed to fund out of the gate. It'll also make future projects a lot easier for him because, of course, now he's got his little audience. We'll have to make sure that you get a copy of it. A lot of the time, clients don't tend to send a copy to you. Most don't. So I'll have to see if he can send you one to Australia. I don't know what to do with these areas. Clearly, it's an actual room, but I don't see any entrances. So I'm kind of like, yeah, Misty. It's been super quiet, super quiet. But I'm gonna go for the next, well, maybe hour, depending on how this area goes. It might be just a short stream tonight. Come back tomorrow, you know. What? Alright, let's start over here. Let's start over here. I don't know if we're actually going to do caves there or not. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Yeah, maybe we will. And then the writer Jeff can decide what he wants to actually do with them. PDF. PDF. I think at very least you should be able to get a PDF. I think that's fair. I will admit, I'm a little bit intimidated at the prospect of colouring this one. Miss J, do you actually roleplay at all? Like, I mean, are you a tabletop role player, or have you ever been? I know you're house sitting and everything now, so I imagine opportunity to play games is pretty scant. But have you ever been a player? What type of board games do you play? If you got like choice, what's your style? Like I like playing the type of like Arkham horror, that type of thing. It's got characters, you know, skills and that type of stuff. Alright. So the question is, do we do caves here? Do we do caves? There he is, there's King Bushman! There he is. Hello, King. It's been a while since I've seen you, my friend. Papa, you wait for the college district she's about to do. She's got some stunning ideas for that. Have you been, King? Why did I do that? I don't know. We've got to do this. How's the writing going, King? And the old book? If you're just chipping away at it, my friend, that's key. That's key. When is your go to print time frame that you're thinking about? What's your target? I'm gonna turn off our sketch. See how we're feeling about this. I guess we've got to do this area right here and then the ski lodge all the way over there. Mid-late January. Alright, King. Well, you and my map basically have the same timeline. So let's just encourage each other. Ah, Mastermind, Miss J. That takes me back. Mastermind was a great game. But I mean, I don't know what age you are, but when I was young, that was the only type of game you could get too. Nowadays we're spoiled. The number of games out there is crazy. Alright, let's put our sketch back on. I want to see... Alright, so we need the cascade room. I'm going to have to find a map of this cascade room right here. I feel like we have time to actually draw it tonight. Papa Fox! Papa! Papa! Five! Looking at the rebel base of Heart and Hearth. I know, right? I know. I think, honestly, that's going to be my colouring inspiration. That and ice caves. Maybe we need to be actually drawing a dead Tauntaun in here somewhere. Right, let me, I'm just going to very quickly see if I can find this cascade room. Hold on a sec. No, I've got down, what am I doing? I got all of these maps downloaded. Wampers breaking through the walls. That's a spirit. Maybe we do a little princess chamber in here. Alright, so what we got? We got exhibitor rooms, game rooms. Let's open up the game room. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Well, let's take a look together. We got Cascade, Evergreen, Evergreen. We're looking for oh, wait a minute. Cascade. That's what we wanted. That's the one right there. Duh. Wonder if it has a scale on that thing. Like, no, not really. It looks large though. That looks like a big freaking building right there. This is what we have to draw down here. And I could abstract it, but thanks, darling. I mean, what is the scale on this map? Mr. Valor! It's official. Alyssa Faden, I bought a pass and room. Yes! Yes! That's awesome! That's awesome! That's awesome! That's fantastic. That makes me happy. That's gonna be like a little mini-con. We're gonna got King Bashman, me, you. That's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. I'm so pumped. I'm trying to find Cascade room floor plan outside the one I've got. I'm not having any results. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Lake Geneva. They don't... What do they... I don't know. Conference Center. Cascade room. We will definitely, Miss J, take a group photo. Abso-freaking-lutely. Must include Cascade. Come on. Yeah, not having much luck here. Okay. 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 What day do you get in, Mr. Valor? Because if you get in, like around the Wednesday, Thursday type of time frame, we will be at the bar drinking. And you'll get to see me face planting off tables. Alright, I think I'm gonna... I'm just trying to... Oh, you know what I could do? Wait a minute. Let's do just a quick file open here. Alright, hold on. We do this, and then we do... We want the... Was it exhibitor rooms? Was it exhibitor rooms? Game rooms. Was it game rooms? Game rooms, alright. And then we open... page 1. There's page 1. Then we grab it. And we go over here. And we make sure this is labeled. We're gonna... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I had just a label Cascade. Okay. Okay. Whatever. But I don't know, like, the entrances, if they're on the north, or if they're on the west. I really wish I could understand this Cascade room. Princess of Rome! There she is! I missed you. Good to see you. I've only got 900 gold. I am po. Alright, someone's going to have to help me out with this cascade room. Let's just turn off these guys. So we've got the layout here. Oh, that kind of helps actually. It's a big building, but it looks like they only get a little chunk of the building. Well, actually, that doesn't help at all. Yeah, I don't. But it suggests that our entrance. Why is it like that? I don't. Oh, because I'm a plonk. Because I'm a plonker. Alright, let's do this properly. Okay, this is what we want. It suggests that it's like that, but I can't swear to that. And I think this is too large for a map. We're gonna have to make this smaller. I think we're gonna have to sort of hint at it. Because I'm betting that this room probably could draw. God, we're guessing on room dimensions. Holy shit. Total wipeout. Total wipeout. Well, now I'm even poor. Alright. Should we say that, like, the cascade is roughly the size of the forum? I think it's bigger than the forum. And I think it's probably bigger than the exhibitor hall. Maybe roughly same size. I'm going to do something like this. Maybe we bring it over here a little bit. I have no idea if we're doing the right thing here. But I can always rotate stuff around if we need to. These can't be external doors though. God damn it, we're guessing so much about the layout of this place. Like, how do you even get into Cascade A? I bet there's like a hall out here, and I bet there's a hall out here, because this is a piece of a larger building. That's what we're missing. This is part of a larger building. Damn it. The overall site map. Princess, I'm not quite sure. Probably listening to videos or something. Miss J, I don't know which way it's orientated either. That's the problem. And the overall sitemap did not show that. The only thing that it shows that it's a piece of a larger building. I am missing a lot of information here. And if I'm not careful, I'm about to actually draw this some wrong orientation. I don't think I should draw this tonight. I think I should outright ask them what the orientation of this is. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask. So hold on a sec. I'm going to do a quick save at this stage here. And then we're not going to draw Cascade tonight. And we're going to leave it until tomorrow. Let's just leave it on smallest. I'll draw Cascade tomorrow if I can get some direction about its orientation. Because that's going to affect how people, like, even get into the place, right? Google Earth map. We could try it. We could try it. Alright, so this place is called the Grand Geneva, right? So, Grand Geneva, Google Earth. Let's see if we can find out. Princess, what are you seeing about the Cistercius option? What are you seeing? I set that up tonight, but I don't see what you see. What is the channel telling you, Ange? Like, I literally don't even know how you earn it. I just was encouraged by Twitter to set up channel currency. And so I got to change what it's called. I got to change the picture that is used, but nothing else. Yeah, Miss J, I'm bringing it up now. Okay, young lady. So this is the main area right here. Let's turn on our satellite, shall we? No, let's not do satellite yet. This is down the road here. Grand Geneva Way, down the road, down the road, down the road, down the road to here. It is part of this building. And the Timber Ridge Lodge. So Timber Ridge Lodge is down here. Well, it's kind of off the map, right? The overall layout here shows it as a piece. So it says that the Cascade Room is here. But it doesn't tell me how it relates to that little piece right there. So we've got this shape somewhere in here. And I'm tempted to say that it's here, but that's a big assumption. Because maybe these doors here are here, you know? Which would put these doors down here, but there's got to be some kind of... Maybe the two doors are here and there's some kind of little corridor in here. Timber Ridge Lodge. I'm going to see if I can find a Timber Ridge Lodge and Water Park floor plan. That's what I'm going to go search for right now. Alright, Angel, I'm clicking on that now. Oh, that's interesting. Oops. Okay, so... yeah, see, I don't obviously see any of these. Yeah, this is what you can spend your sesterce on. I don't know how you earn... Wow, you've already got 220? Oh, look at the little coin down here. That's awesome. That came out so good. That's fantastic. Miss J, there is an official Twitch currency, so to speak. It's like a channel currency, a little bit like my gold, but the gold is for like our mini games and things like that we do together through Stream OBS. But there is this Twitch version too, which I get to name. So I thought I'd keep it thematic, and we've done Sestercii, or Sestercius, and I've got little sort of pictures of it. I don't know how you earn it though, and I'm gonna guess that watching, subscribing, following earns you this stuff, but it unlocks different things. It's not used in games. You could actually get emotes and things like that from it. Click the second link, see how it's earned. Okay, hold on. Alright, so how is it earned? Okay. Watch for 5 minutes plus 10. Well, that's easy, right? Participate in a raid. Also, that means I should do more raids. Then you guys and girls should like just stay long enough for the raid. You get plus 250. Follow plus 300. Nice. First cheer. First gift for the sub. Blah, 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 blah. Grow a watch streak. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you, Angel, for sharing that. I really appreciate it. So what are we doing? Timber Ridge Lodge and Water Park. Hold on. Timber Ridge Lodge and Water Park floor plan. I'll fight a boss. Bosses are easy. That's all I can do with my coin right now. I am Poe. Wow, this is literally a water park. Look at a fucking... Excuse my French. It's not exactly my definition of a gaming area. It's different. It looks like a cool water park, but not exactly what I'm thinking about when I'm off to Garycon. But, okay. Don't you call me on my language. I've been doing so good. Really there. Language, and it's like, And it takes money out of my jar. I cannot find a floor plan of this lodge. Come on, there has to be one. Timber Ridge. Actually, you just look at this. There is a little waterfall outside. We are going to do a waterfall, and it's legit. There you go, princess. Actually, I like that idea. I do. Oh, come on. Give me a floor plan. Resort map. Ooh. No. It just gave me exactly the same map that I already have. Hold on. So, Timber Ridge. Come on, baby. Come on. This could be useful. Come on, baby boy. Come on. Come on. Where is this room? This has got to be the water area, right? Ah, come on. Well, this seems like it's a big building. Oh, Cascades Ballroom. Right there. Doesn't tell me anything. Come on. Oh, we're working for this. Yeah. Yeah, we're working for this. And I got a funny feeling we're gonna be wrong. Wrong. Wow, bosses are meant to be easy. Caesar just humiliated me. I cannot win tonight. This hurts. This hurts my gold stash quite a bit. Oh, this hurts. So I don't know how this room fits into here. Like, this room might be this little block here, but or maybe this with like a walkway around, or maybe it fits in here, but I don't know how. I can't draw it, guys and girls. I can't draw it. I can't draw it until I get some direction. But I'm pretty darn sure they don't know what the orientation is. But they gave me a floor plan, so there's hope. They must have got this floor plan from somewhere. We can draw it, but we might have to rotate it. Let's do that. Because it's still fairly early. I can draw it. And I'm making an assumption that there's not going to be too much, like, redrawing for scale. And then we could just, like, move it around as we need to. We just need to dial it in before we get into colouring. So let's do that. I don't know, Princess. I don't know. I did not up Caesar too much. And right now, he loses more than he wins. I don't think it's Caesar that's the problem. I think we need more people to beat someone like Caesar. I don't want to knock him down. Because every single other boss is easy to defeat. Every single other one is a guaranteed win. So right now, Caesar is the strongest. But he is not overpowered, believe me. He's not. In fact, we even had people win against him, just I wasn't one of them. Just because you lose against him and I lose against him, other people won against him, the channel actually beat Caesar, if you think about it. We did beat him. Mr. Valet, you have still a lot of gold, but you are hemorrhaging gold. Heist 5. You, no, no. You got 15,000 gold, are you kidding me right now? Heist 5. Look at my gold. $419. I'm the channel host. 419 gold. Are you kidding me? I wonder if I could follow my own channel. That would give me some gold. Look at Miss J throwing down big coin. Miss J's all like, shh. Miss J, how much gold have you got? Exclamation gold. She's playing coy. She knows. She knows. Come on, give me a win. I won one. Yay. Yay. It is not your night tonight, Princess. Not tonight. Oh, let's not draw on that. Let's do this. If that's a door, I think this should be smaller. I think this should be a bit smaller. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I just had a brainwave. If those are doors, that means this is more like that in size. And there is no scientific approach to that. What? Let's not tuck it too far to the west because we are actually gonna have like a little insert or something there. More photos of the ballroom here. Alright. Alright, so what? This one makes me curious. No, not that one. Literally not that one. This one. Alright, so yeah, it's not huge. It's not huge. So, doors on either side. Double doors here. These guys over there. Maybe not them. That's not them. Honestly, it's confusing me even more. Oh, and actually, hold on. These are 3 rooms here. I'll take a look at that. I will, you know, we'll dial that in. I'm just going to draw stuff. We don't care what the orientation is. I don't care what the scale is. And people can get lost at the cascade rooms. They will never come back. And it's my fault. The knee was pretty loud. What do you mean you're not getting music? What? After all of this? The first time you mentioned the fact that there's no music is now. I think I know why. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I apologize. These are wireless. They ran out of juice. I'm not sure they're actually charging. The music that you hear is what I hear here. But for some reason, because it's not charging, I had to wire it. And now I'm thinking that actually threw off what you're hearing. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really want to mess with that too much, but I bet it's because I've got this wired up. It's like, it's a different output. That's why. Sorry. But I'm ending the stream here shortly anyway. Hopefully I can charge the freaking headphones in the meantime. And tomorrow night we'll be back to normal. Yeah, I always have music and stuff going in the background. I don't want to get into the habit of like sort of saying, can you hear the music? Because 90% of the time you do, right? It's just when there's a system configuration change, things are a little bit fragile. I was actually more concerned, to be honest with you, that I couldn't get the headphones working on the usual wireless, and I don't know why. Even right now, I don't know why. like I said, we may have to rotate this, and I think that's okay. No, don't do that. This is the first that I've had an issue with not hearing music. There was one other time, Angel, one, and it was after a Microsoft update. And it kind of changed some settings. And that came out partway through too. And it actually just knocked my Stream OBS out of whack. And that one I think it was able to actually fix in session, you know? This one I want a little bit more time with. Because I'm not sure there's actually anything for me to fix on this one. It's because I'm wired tonight, and normally I'm not. And like I say, I'm literally more concerned the fact that my headphones even ran out of juice, because I charge them every night, which means there's something else going on. My headphones do not appear to be charging. Right, we know we're going to do a waterfall. I'm just going to delete part of that right there. We know there's going to be a waterfall in here. I'm not quite sure where I'm doing this waterfall, but we're doing one. Right. I'm gonna guess that they just have Cascade, that they don't have 3 separate rooms. But that is a big guess. Why would they not have Cascade C and B actually occupied? All of these questions and more when you rejoin us next week on Soap. We'll come back to the waterfall. Waterfall will be in the detail stage. Ski lodge. I don't even have a map of the ski lodge yet. So I think I'm just going to have to go back and get that from them too. Spaghetti's good, Ange. Spaghetti's good. I had pasta last night myself. Pasta is good. I will fight a boss. I will fight a boss. And then I think we might be calling the end to the stream here. Spaghetti and cheese, absolutely. Tomato sauce is not ketchup though. Got to do a proper tomato sauce. Good, like a good deep marinara. And that is not ketchup. Ketchup is her. I think this is where we're going to call it for the night. I think I now need to go back to them and get the ski lodge floor plan and figure out our cascade room right here. Well, ketchup is kind of like tomato short as well, but they're two completely different tastes. Ketchup is like kind of really pretty heavily processed. It's kind of like not awesome. You get something like a good tomato sauce for spaghetti, it's completely different. It's got a completely different flavor. I can't even explain it. It's almost like ketchup has got like a whole bunch of sugar or something in it, and like a good marinara sauce does not. It's just like smushed tomatoes that have been cooked for 12 hours or something, with like, you know, Italian seasoning and things and plenty of garlic. You don't get that in ketchup. Ketchup is like sugar. I'm just waiting for the boss to roll by. This is where we're leaving it for tonight, because I need to get some direction right now. Caesar again. Caesar again. Wow. And Caesar wiped the floor with us. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Alright, look. Mini games. Mini games. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Jewel, heist, arena. Oh, we haven't done arena for a while. Boss. Alright, I'm going to open up the bosses right here. This is our boss view right here. And Caesar gives more loot. Caesar's only got 50 health, 50 attack, and 50 dodge. I mean, look, Vercingetorix has got a lot more dodge. He's not that out of whack. It might be the defense. Maybe the defense plays a difference. I only nudged him up a little bit. He's not that cray-cray. But that's kind of interesting to see. I think we're just not hitting Caesar with enough tonight. I think we need just more people in the fight, you know what I'm saying? It's been a quiet night. Alright, we're going to do an arena, and then I'm calling it. Because it got started, I don't want you to lose your coin, and you will lose it if I end the stream. We're going to do an arena, and then we're done, okay? And then I'm going to come back tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll have some guidance on the Cascade Room and the Ski Lodge by then. We'll draw them, and then tomorrow night we're going to start drawing some of the details. We're going to get our stairs dialed in. That's the main thing. Yeah, let's concentrate on stairs, right? And maybe we'll do some desks at the front desk, the foyer, that type of stuff. And, you know, tomatoes are already sugary enough for me. They're already sweet enough. I don't need even more sugar in it. Princess is trying to sneak in a heist here, too. Alright. So, tomorrow, stairs like these. These stairs, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're going to walk around the actual floor plan of the lodge, and we're going to make sure our stairs are going up and down in the right direction, because the original map we're working from does not do it correctly. Mr. Valor wins in the arena. It has been a bloody night for me. I have been murdered tonight. Mr. Valor, that's quite a way to end it. Good job. I'm going to let the heist go through, and then we will be back tomorrow night. Princess, you and me both. You and me both, sister. I've not won one thing tonight. Not one thing. I have tanked so hard. I used to have 5,000 gold. I'm now, like, what, 200? I'm super po. Pastor G's. I suspect, Miss J, your tomato sauce is on point. Ketchup is a processed version of that, though. Ketchup starts to go a little bit too far this way. You got like Italian marinara type of stuff here. I think what you're talking about is right in the middle ground, and then ketchup is over there. Ketchup you don't want to put on spaghetti. How was my weekend? My weekend was excellent, Princess. Call of Cthulhu on Saturday. There's nothing to hate about that. It was an awesome session. We played until like 11 o'clock at night. It was fantastic. And then Sunday was zombie day, so a little bit of administration, answering emails, things like that. Because I was tired from running a game all the previous day. And you know what? There you go, Princess. That's where we're going to end it. You just scooped your win. You can't say that that's not a great time to end it, right? Alright, look, everyone. I've hit a natural stopping point with this map until I get some direction. We can't confidently draw the Cascade Room. We can't draw this lodge, the ski lodge, because I don't even have a map for it. So I'm going to send this to the clients and I'm going to say this is where we're at. I'm going to wait for them to give us some guidance. We don't need it until we start to colour. Tomorrow night I'm coming back and we're going to dial in on stairs. That's going to be our main focus of tomorrow night, stairs. And other little bit detail things like drawing the waterfall right here that you see marked on the map, okay? So we're going to do that tomorrow. But we need some guidance from the client, and Miss J knows all about that. Until then, okay? So I'm going to stop. Going to hit the pause button right here. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to continue. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of guidance by then. And Princess, you have probably about 10 times more cash than I do right now. Good night, everyone. I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a short while. Back tomorrow night. We're going to do it all over again. Oh, you know what? And not tonight, but tomorrow night, let's start looking for opportunities to raid people, okay? At the end of every stream, we're going to start raiding people. So I want you to start to think about the favourite people that you have that are streaming around the same sort of time, and we'll go over them, we'll raid them. Because remember, if you join a raid, you earn sestertius, the new channel currency. So, a good excuse for us to raid the crap out of people, right? So, until then, I'll see you tomorrow night. Start thinking about your raid targets, okay? Every night, we're going to end with a raid. I'll see you then.